Before we get started, I did want to just acknowledge that there is a camera here. Do you mind explaining? I'm not sure.
So yeah, my name's Wes. I do a YouTube channel, John Doe 13K. I go to a lot of public meetings to begin with. So I mean, this is part of the Continuum of Care, I'm guessing, and I'm on it. And I record everything just for transparency, kind of, so people know what's happening, and then they're not like, well, they don't do anything, I mean, dispel that rumor, that attitude, and, show how much progress we're making.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Wes. It's just that sometimes they talk about, like, sensitive client information in these meetings. I don't know that the camera is beneficial for that sense.
You mean like the camps, or I mean, because speaking without naming people, it's kind of that's the whole point of confidentiality is in a broader sense of a thing or an encampment of a location, and those definitely are sensitive. But I mean, you're not going to violate HIPPA to begin with.
Yeah, no, I get that, but it just kind of limits the space here if they have the camera out and they're not able to talk about clients directly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I personally don't feel comfortable with the camera in my face as well.
Right. Well, it's certainly uncomfortable. What say you, Katrina?
Yeah. So just bring it up to you, Katrina. Would it be okay?
Right. I mean,
obviously the Zoom meeting itself is being recorded.
Right. For notes internally.
Yeah. But I mean, for this purpose, is it okay for Wes to be here videotaping everyone?
Kind of just as it was stated, the meeting's already recorded, and Wes, we can talk with the chairs after the meeting on obtaining the recording if needed, but I don't think it's necessary to have it recorded. We don't have any guidelines on it. It is a public meeting, but it's not something that we've discussed prior, and that everybody's comfortability, like how comfortable they are with it being recorded and distributed publicly.
All right. Well,
so I have to not record.
Yeah, I'll be fine with that. I wasn't trying to rain on everybody's parade, but you already know the direction I go. Which is improvement, and I mean, I'd love to give you kudos when you got them. But Wes Wise, Salinas, Monterey County Homeless Union, also a member of the lead committee and voting member on the leadership council. I just wanted to mention a little bit about rent stabilization. The city actually was telling people, well, just pay your landlord, because we don't know what's going to happen. And more than likely, we're going to repeal it, although we can't say that directly. But they did tell tenants to just pay their landlords and then worry about it later. It sounds like they're going to do a special election. Which is going to cost the voters more to, public money for private gain. I'll throw that in there. And then I went to the homeless outreach coordination meeting yesterday, which was very disappointing, I guess. I did kind of spring a surprise at just showing up to video, but, it's a public meeting. And I understand, client confidentiality, things of that nature. And I don't mind omitting those kind of things because I'm not trying to out anybody either, and there's HIPPA, whatever. So that's not really a concern. There was a lot of content and discussion that's happening around the county, especially about outreach. And what they mainly focus on was, cleanups and, oh no, they're gone. And, oh, it's so sad that people are losing their vehicles in Monterey. And, oh, it's so sad that they're just gone. Well, so I'm going to suggest, shelter in place. I'm going to suggest, our own position paper on sweeps from 2020. Where shelter in place was right after that, where we provided services and we allowed people to maintain an address. And I guess that's what I'm shooting for again. Right now, the livability license, I got shot down all which ways. And it's amazing how people can just be so happy, getting paid to parrot There's no other option. You just got to get rid of them, and when are we going to get to the point? Is it going to have to be you that ends up out in the street that is you're worth defending? Because there's so many people, so much love in this community that got no price tag to it, and they got nothing. They keep ending up getting robbed, and everyone's just fine with it, paid to parrot for a paycheck. When are we going to move beyond that and be Team Y, not just Team Win? You need to help me stop the sweeps and provide people services, running water, electricity, showers, laundry. Hey, dude, you didn't keep time on anybody else. Don't do this to me.